Hey everybody, it's Deanna with Tools of EnergyProtection.com, your energy shift expert and Akashic Records advisor. How's everybody doing tonight? I am coming on November the 15th, 2022, because so many of you have reached out and said, hey, do another live Akashic Record reading, please. I want to ask some more questions. I want to find out what's happening. So as it populates here and people are jumping on, I am going to talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the planet, and we're going to do some live readings. So, how many of you out there, by a show of hands, are feeling a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress? How many of you feel like you don't know where this schmeggin world is headed and the darkness is coming and you have anxiety, despair? Who has anxiety, despair? Give me a thumbs up or give me a smiley face, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about that and give you a few tips on what to do about anxiety and how we can get that remedied. So it looks like we got a few followers over here on Instagram. And Sarah, hi to you. Willow, hi to you. And if you would please share the video, share, because we're going to be talking about some really fun things. Looks like a few people are getting on Facebook. You know, it's a little bit cold out tonight here in Loveland, Colorado. Hello, Rosanna. How you doing? Waving big hugs to you. All right. So, November 15th, 2022. Oh, let's see here. Diana. Diana says, I sent you a message and you didn't receive it. No, Diana, I haven't seen your message yet. If I don't see it, I'll check my messages. And if I don't see it, we'll go over to the Facebook mail there and check your name. And if not, I'll send you a private message and we'll get together. Looks like there's a person over here on Instagram says, chaos makes the muse. Chaos. Could you send me either a private little question down there on the bottom of Instagram or what your name is, because chaos makes the muse doesn't sound as melodious as, Sally Forthright or something. So if you could do that. All right, I'm shuffling the cards and we're going to talk about what's happening. So in November, for those of you that are in the United States, we just went through some local elections and stuff like that, and all kinds of political, things, and this group and that group, and, all kinds of stuff. And, politicians talk about it, and no offense to any of my politician clients, and then they do nothing, just a lot of hot air, little action. And that is something that's going to be changing. And so our world right now is in a state of flux, in case you haven't felt it. For those of you, I see you're populating questions down below. So do put questions down below here on Instagram, Facebook. Instagram, I think you get a little question thing you can hit. And I will be doing a free reading for as many of you as I can get tonight. But what I want to talk about real quick is the state of this planet and this world. So we are shifting. For those of you that don't know, our planet is literally shifting in two, okay? We are splitting into, and it's going to be a higher vibrational frequency and not so high vibrational frequency people. And the changes are happening and people are like noticing it. And a lot of people are starting to see things that don't ring true. Politicians, different people, talk, and then they do the opposite, or they don't do what they say they're going to do. And we're starting to look at things like, really, is that how government is run? I'm picking on the government tonight. Hopefully they don't take me off the air, but right now I'm just seeing that, and we got so many issues. And we're like, so why aren't you doing anything? And why are we just seeing negative stuff on the news? And it seems like they're flipping negative. And, it's just incredible. So my question is, where's the positivity? And that's in all of you. Starseeds, empaths, highly sensitive people, that is you. Your job is to shine the light. And so what I've been finding is a lot of you have anxiety out the yin-yang. You're overwhelmed. And when you're like that, you cannot shed the light. You cannot shed the love. You cannot do your job. And for those of you that are in your 30s, your job pretty much is just to be and anchor the light, like little lights on a Christmas tree. And a lot of you aren't doing that right now. So anyway, let's get on with a couple of readings tonight. And I'm looking over here at Instagram. Let's see here. I don't see any questions from you yet. Hello, Colina. Nice to see you. So I'll take a question from Facebook. And we're reading the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records are every lifetime you've ever lived, and they are culminated in one spot, and we can open up the records, find out what's going on, and why you're not doing good with your health. Some of you are having some health challenges. You go to the doctor says he doesn't know what's wrong with you, gives you a pill, sends you home, and you still feel bad. So that could be a leftover from a past life. Not saying it is, but it could be. And I've seen people that have skin irritations and eczema, and they put all kinds of stuff on it, doesn't do anything. Pills don't do anything. And they change their diet, still doesn't do anything. And I will find a past life where they had some kind of an injury here. And for whatever reason, this life is trying to cleanse it out. We clear that lifetime, their eczema goes away. Does it happen every time? No, but it does happen. So, all right, let's get on with it. Let's see. First question over here. Let's see here. First question over here from Diana. Oh, yeah, yep, Diana, I'll see about sending you a message. Monica says, card, please. Monica, let's see what you got going on. My guides say you need the third card down. Let's see what we got. Monica, you still with me? Give me a thumbs up. So this is the card that came up for Monica. Okay, it says the Buddha prepares. Okay, what that means is centered, balanced, getting into the heart space, and getting out of anxiety. All right, so that's your card. So if for whatever reason you're having trouble hearing your guides, if you're not able to center or balance, and Monica, you're feeling like really super stressed and you just can't seem to find your center, I'd like for you to go and come and see me. I have got a special going on. Just a second here. I'm going to put it down in the Facebook feed. This is a place where you can go over to my calendar, and let's see here. Monica, I'm going to reply to you here personally, and I put it in the feed as well. So what I've done is when I have little spots in between my regular clients that I see every month, I'm putting those out for you all at a discounted rate so you can get in to see me. So it is 40 minutes, and you pick 2 things that you want to hear about. And then you get 20 minutes each on them. So one of them is a 20-minute Akashic record reading. So if you've never had that and you're like, ooh, cool, I want to try that. Another one is insights for you, your children, your loved ones about things that are coming up or things that you might be facing. And who wouldn't like to know that things are coming up so you can prepare for them, right? And there's a link in my bio over here on Instagram. You can click on that. And I do have some weekend appointments available. I don't do weekends very often, so you got to jump over there and quick make an appointment. If you need weekend time. I don't want to hear anybody saying I'm not offering weekends, because I'm doing my best to do that. All right. So Monica, I hope that answers your question. Let's pop over here to Instagram. And like I said, I'm going to get to as many as I can. Sarah says, I would like to hear from my mom and if I'm on the right track with going to school to be a nurse. Woohoo, Sarah, right on. I am so glad that you are going to nursing school. We need more healers in all areas. All right, so the card for you that I'm pulling is embrace adventure in your life. So that couldn't be any more well said, Sarah. Okay. Embrace adventures in your life. Okay, so basically the adventure in your life is going to nursing school. Keep going. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot about the human body, and you're going to learn a lot about healing. And being a highly sensitive person, empath or starseed, you're also going to learn a lot about, etheric healing and how the body can relate to the etheric. So you're going to be a powerful force. Big hugs and kisses. Thank you for your question. All right. The next one is Rosanna says, I will take a card. Rosanna, will you give it back? I'm Rosanna, I don't want my card set to be empty. So if you take one, you got to leave one. All right. Here is the card for Rosanna, and it says here commitment. Okay, so Rosanna, you have commitment challenges coming up. So my question is, what are you committing to? Are you committing to health? Are you committing to a romance that maybe doesn't feel quite right? I'm hearing there's some children issues going on there. So what are you committed to? That's what you to ask yourself, and make sure it's self-loving and it draws boundaries. All right, thank you for your question. So I'm put that one back on my pile. All right, Diana, let's see her. She says she wants to hear about health. Then we'll go back over here to Instagram. So if you got a question, put it in there for me. So Diana wants to know about her health. Okay, Diana, I'm not sure what you're facing in your life. But this is the card I pulled for you. These are not Akashic record cards. They're love and light cards. But sometimes the guides will send me to a different space. And so Diana, what this is saying is that with God, all things are possible. So if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to the mountain, move, and it will move. And so whatever's going on with your health, speak out over your health, because you'll be able to move that. All right. Let's go down to the next question here. Bill says, as you say, what the schmuck, what the schmuck is going on? I love it. Huge energy shift times 10. Today is also intense, more positive. Yes. So as most of you know, they've been with me for a while, I talk about Schumann's energies, or the heartbeat of the earth. If you've never looked at it, look at Schumann's resonance, and the heartbeat of the earth will affect us because it's a bioelectromagnetism. And so Bill's asking me what happened on Sunday. So there are planets that will align, that will shift the energies on this earth. I mean, think about it. The ocean tide is pulled by the moon. Well, duh, right? You know, so it's a big thing. And in brief, what happened on Sunday was a resurgence of very positive energy, just a little bit. And we've been having a nice heartbeat of the earth kind of going along like this. And Sunday we got a little scrubby in there, and it kicked a lot of things up for a lot of people, but there is more peace in your heart. So if you were able to overcome that obstacle on Sunday, then yes, you're going to feel more positivity. If not, it's going to hang with you until you look at it. So right now we have to be quick in what we're doing in the energies. So Bill, I would ask you to think about if you're able to work past it. If anybody else felt that on Sunday, where you're just like, you know, and you didn't burst through and you're still in there and you haven't got things resolved, then I'm going to ask you to go to the link, which is posted right down here on Facebook, and for Instagram, it's over in my bio. And I have taken the session times that I have blank because I know the holidays are coming up, and a lot of my regular clients have been getting energy clearings for family issues. They're telling me they don't want to go home and see mom or dad, or they have a sister that's narcissistic, or a brother that's sociopathic, and they hate being around them, and they just go like this to the holidays, you know, and they hate it. And the holidays are to be enjoyed. And so what if you and your brother or your sibling or mom had energy strings between lifetimes? What if you had these energy strings between these lifetimes? And every time you see each other, it's just like, yeah. What if we could get rid of those? And when you went home, you were just kind of like in this space where no matter what they say or do or try to push your buttons, you're at peace. And then you can enjoy the holiday. I mean, who would not like to have that? You know, how would you like to be able to go to your mom's house and smile and have a good time no matter who's there or what they're saying or what mud they're slinging at you or what buttons they're pushing? So if that's you, what I did was my regular clients are already booked out for the rest of the week. And I had a couple spaces left on Wednesday. I had a couple spaces left on Saturday, and I'm giving them to you all. So if you want them, go over. Like I said, the link's down here on Facebook. It's in the bio over here on Instagram, and you can grab 2 20-minute sessions, and it's at a 50% discount of my normal rates. Okay, so you know, get over there. If you want to see what my normal rates are, go to toolsofenergyprotection.com and click on sessions and you'll see that. But these are to remove blocks of fear. That's one of the choices that I'm doing on these clearing sessions. Doesn't matter what kind of fear it is. And, you know, fear of heights if you're flying, you know. And then also ascending to your highest energy. So for like Bill, when he was feeling all that, you know, energy shifts and kind of stressed out, you know, with a little shift of the Akashic records, clearing of the energy, that can just take off layers, just peel layers off. Makes it much easier when you don't have to do so much work. All right, let's see, what have I got now? Tamitha, good to see you. Her question is, what do I need to know about Ron in the present? Then it says, what do I need to know in not Ron? Tamitha, you got too much stress in your life. You're not able to ask appropriate questions. Oh my goodness, Tamitha, try your question again. I don't know if you want to know something about Ron or not Ron. So repost your question and I will ask for you. All right, let's go back over here to Facebook. Diana says, thank you, you're welcome. All right, let's see what we've got here. Oh, you people tonight are cracking me up, but that's good because I had a pretty eventful day. Hi, Hannah, good to see you. Oh, Chrissy, she says she wants a card. Let's see what you got there. All right, Chrissy, you are hysterical, girl. It says the King of Scrolls. So there we go, Chrissy, the King of Scrolls. That's what this is. So what that means for you in your life right now is everything is being documented. Everything you do is being documented by somebody, either by your Akashic records or by somebody in your life. So somebody could be spying on you, keeping track of you. So the best thing you can do is keep your nose clean. Do the right thing. Don't let anybody hold you accountable for not doing the right thing. Okie dokie. Thank you for your question. I'm going to close that out. All right. So looks like our dear Tamitha was asking about Ron and then not Ron. And she finally says, what do I need to know in the now? I love you, Tamitha. So it wasn't Ron after all. It was Mr. Time. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, Tamitha, in the now. What you need to know is two worlds. Two worlds. So, Tamitha, what that means is that you are living in two different worlds. So you're living in the spiritual metaphysical world, which is ascending, rising, and then you're living in the swamp at the same time. So you got to make a choice. Are you going to stay in the energies of this old world and not claim your spiritual gifts as an empath, starseed, highly sensitive person? Are you just going to wallow in the mud with everybody else? Time to make a decision on that and move forward. Okay, I'm going to close that out. Thank you for repeating your question because I was not knowing who Ron was. All right, then let's go back over here to Facebook. All right. Robin says she needs a card. Robin, I'm sending you healing angels instead of a card. Robin and I have talked, so I know what's going on in her life. And Robin, you just need healing angels. And I'm hearing putting heat and ice off and on the left side. So, you know, whatever that means to you. And I get a card that says, gentleness is the path of peace. Gentleness is the path of peace. So be gentle on yourself, beautiful Robin. All right. So for those of you, let's see here. For those of you that would like to jump on and get one of my specials, like I said, I have cleared all the people that wanted to get a session with me between now and Saturday. I don't normally work on Saturdays. A lot of clients want to get in before they're traveling for the holidays, and I booked everything out. And what I had left over, I have put into my book for you all, my online booking system. So you're going to get roughly, I didn't really do the math, but it's roughly about a 60% discount off of regular session time. And it's 20 minutes together, so it's 40-minute appointment, and it's a steal. So go get yourself an appointment. I had a lady who got one the other day just for a brief check-in, and she loved it. She got to talk to her angels and guides, got some messages she'd been waiting on, and she's, kiss, hug, and love, and she's on her way. So I put a link down here on Facebook for you to grab onto, and there is a link in the bio here on Instagram. All right, let's go ahead and take another question. Okay, so one says Mama Jakim. I think that's what it says. Jackie. All right, Jackie. Let's see if there's any messages for you. And I hope everybody's doing pretty good tonight. It has been a rough couple of days. Let's see here. And Timothy, one of our Facebook followers, said that it was funny about Ron. So that'll be our joke now about Ron. And Chrissy says it sounded terrible about somebody watching you. Chrissy, it may be just your guides taking notes to see how you're doing during your challenging times, to see if you're able to pass tests, spiritually and emotionally speaking. So, don't be too, excuse me, too hung up on it's somebody with actual binoculars. You never know, though. All right, where were we? Let's see, where were we? Sorry, I lost it just for a moment there. Oh, Rosanna, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Okay, Rosanna, if you still have a question, let me know. It just says thank you, so I think we answered your question. Let me know in the comments there. Okay. And I love it. I keep putting up the Calendly for you all to get, in touch with. And then this little thing pops up, says community, standards. And talking about hate speech. And I don't see how putting something for Calendly is hate speech. So not really understanding why they're doing that. So I'm not sure what's going on there. All right. Over here it says, Tamitha writes back, and she says now she's curious about Ron. I don't know. Keep an eye out. Maybe that's a man coming next to you. Okay, Jackie, you were looking for a message. And Jackie, it looks like your life right now, you're planting new things. It's almost like springtime in your life, Jackie. So your records say that you're ready to plant a new garden. Kind of weird in the winter time, because that's usually when we're at rest. But the garden often is a spot here where we grow new things, and being that, Jackie, that it's the winter time, you may be growing new things in your heart, self-reflection, self-love. The guides are saying self-actualization. Sorry, was looking at a energy being in my office. Kind of walking over a little closer to me. All right. You all are funny tonight. All right, let's see here. Sarah, I'm going to ask you, I answered a question for you already, so I'm going to ask you to click over to my bio and go get on my calendar, and we'll talk about your mom a little bit more. We'll go into more about what's happening, and that's what we'll get on there. So All right. And then Willow says, I have a relationship that bothers me on a physical level, someone who's uncommunicative. Okay, what I'm hearing in my head is to rid yourself of that person being in your personal space. And I'm getting wishes fulfilled. So there will be a fulfillment for Willow over here of her wishes if she gets rid of this person who bothers her on a physical level and is uncommunicative. So find a way to resolve that and exit that person, because it doesn't sound like they're doing you any good. All right, next question. Macria, darling, it's been a while since I've seen you. I've been extremely tired lately. Any card for me in regards to this? Macria, I don't even need to pull a card because what I'm being told is you're a highly sensitive empath starseed person, and there's a lot of things that are being presented to you at this time for you to change about your own personal self. I know I can high five you there. I can totally high five you if you're going through that. There's a lot of things that we've done in the past that we can't do anymore if we're going to ascend. And so what's happening is we're tired and we're sleeping a lot more because our body is upgrading. It is actually literally upgrading DNA, and chromosomes and all that stuff. They're being elevated. So that's why you're tired a lot. Big hug to you. But I'm going to go ahead and close that one out. And then Mindy says, any card for me. And again, this community standard thing pops up. I don't know if you all can see that on your end. Keep everyone respected and welcome by avoiding doing things that are threatening or bullying. Okay. Not sure we have any of that going on, but thank you, Facebook, for that message. All right. Any other questions? Go ahead and put them down here in the feed. So tonight I am doing live Akashic record readings, and I will come back and do them periodically from time to time. For those of you that have never had a session with me, I usually will book 1-hour sessions and then series of sessions to work and help people achieve the desired results that they want. A lot of people are looking to feel better with their health. Some people just want to resolve issues before they go home and see their family so they don't feel so icky, you know. And when we do one session, we can clear a lot of energies out for you there. If you go over to toolsofenergyprotection.com, you can read the last testimonial about a gal who was having a lot of issues. And she said that when we got done, things in her world changed so drastically, it was almost supernatural. And that's what happens when you work in the Akashic records and you clear stuff out. Then you're not having to manifest it in this life, and seemingly supernatural things can happen. It's really amazing. And anyway, so what I've done, because there's so many people that want to get on my books, and I'm usually booked a couple of weeks out. And so when I have spaces that are empty, then usually I'll write an article or I'll do some other things, to run my business. And it was suggested to me that I offered those free spaces to all of you at a discounted price so that you can get in, get those records cleared, feel better, be able to walk into your family events and not, with all the stress and anxiety, or find out what that health issue is that's going on for you. So if you click in the bio over here on Instagram, you're going to find a link to my calendar. I don't put it up with these discounted prices all the time. Then once you get on there, it's going to ask you what you'd like to do. So if you want to help ascend your frequency, if you're having frequency shift issues, if you get headaches or you have this giant panic attack and you can't figure out why, and then the next day you feel better, it's because you're ascending. Or if you want to get a message from your angels, or perhaps know what's going to go on for your children or your loved ones, maybe there's something coming up that we can make you aware of so that you can avoid it, or maybe there's an energy being held on it. So you just go over there and pick out that appointment time. Like I said, I opened up a few Saturday appointments and they go really quick. I wouldn't be surprised if they go by the end of this broadcast or shortly after on the replay. So, but just go check. Next person says, Robin says, thank you for everything. You're welcome, Robin. Big hugs to you. Macria says, you're the best. Thank you. I received that. I'm working on receiving things. Let's see here. And I don't think I've missed anybody. Let's see here. Deanna says, it's been a while. Yes, another Deanna. Amazing. Hopes all is well. Starting a new job tomorrow. Is that the one for me? Deanna, what I'm hearing is that this job will serve you for about 6 months to a year. Then something will change within yourself. It won't be the company, it'll just be within you, and you're going to find yourself seeking another position. So enjoy that job. Treat it like you're going to be there forever, and then watch for things to play out. It feels like there's like a management position or something you may be offered. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Thank you, Deanna. Good to see you. And hi, looks like Hendrickson, Cameron, good to see you. I don't see you have a question for me, but you say hello, so hello, and sending hearts back to you. And that looks like all the questions for tonight. So again, it is the 15th of November, and there is a lot of stuff shifting on this planet. Mostly what I'm seeing across the board right now is past life energy that wasn't resolved. It's coming forward. It's manifesting in people's bodies. They're getting aches and pains and rashes that didn't come from not eating properly or not getting enough rest or not getting enough exercise or whatever. And the doctors aren't understanding what it is. Well, it's because it's not from this timeline, it's from another timeline. And it's manifesting in this timeline in people's bodies. I have a pain over here, and I was asking my guides, what the heck is that from? And they tell me it's this most recent energy shift in my body. Physical body is shifting and changing, and it can't support anxiety anymore, so it won't tolerate it. So even if I try to stir up anxiety, my body would say, nope, we're not holding it. And that creates a dissonance between your heart, and your body and your head. So it's kind of confusing. You're like, wait, I don't have as much drama in my life as I used to. Not that you wanted it, but it's what they're saying. Well, it's because your body's shifting. If you are a starseed empath, highly sensitive person, your body is shifting. And now is the time to make the choice. Are you going to shift with it? Are you going to grow into it? Are you going to stick around here and watch the world blow up? That's where it's at, plain and simple. Is it Armageddon yet? Well, kinda, but I'm not telling you, that we're going to be going into World War III or anything, or, that stuff's going to get real crazy. But what I'm telling you is the consciousnesses are shifting now, and you're being called to a higher level of beingness. If you're watching this and you're hearing me talk about this, you know it, you feel it in your heart. You're real anxious about something, you can't figure it out, or things in your life are just falling apart. I mean, true story here. For those of you that have worked with me or you know me personally, my daughter is in high school, and she's been going to the school for 3 years, and she has some needs that need to be attended to, and they keep just ignoring it and la 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 and just pushing her along, so that they can graduate her on time and say goodbye bye bye and have no responsibility for her anymore. And I'm trying to fight that, and the odds are overwhelming that I will get anything for her. And yes, I'm aware they could be watching this recording, and good. I'm glad, because it needs to come out that our public school systems suck. They really suck. And I'm going to call a spade a spade. You get a special needs kid, they're supposed to get a free education accessible at their level. So whatever their grade reading level is, that's what the kids should be taught at in any class, whether it's general education or not. And the teachers are supposed to be doing that. And their case managers are supposed to be making sure their teachers do that. And they're not doing it. And they push the kids along. And you don't know anything about FAPE. You don't know anything about IDEA. You don't know anything about the child's rights. And so you're in there trying to advocate for your child. And you have no idea what the rules and the laws are. And they just push them along. Okay? I'm calling a spade a spade. And if anybody wants to disagree with me, step up. Step up and show me where my daughter's been served at her highest, rate to be served. Step up and show me where the tests that they personally gave her show that she didn't need this service or that service, so they didn't give it to her. I usually don't bring my personal stuff on this platform because I know it's recorded. I know it could be used against me, you know, but I don't care anymore. The public school systems are just crap, and they're not there for the kids that need help. Just get the money, push them through. And I did say that out loud. And I did say that on a recording. So bring it to court. You know, don't care anymore. They are not serving children for their highest good. And I don't know how much, where all of you are. Some of you are overseas. Some of you are not in Denver. But right now they're getting ready to close down 3 public schools in Denver because they say there's not enough money to keep them open. So my question is, what happened to the $1 billion that the current president gave to the schools to help with all the backlash of COVID? Where'd that money go? Is there an accounting for it? Is it open? Can anybody go look it up and see how the money funneled out and what the schools have done with it? I don't think so, but I'd sure like to know what happened to it. Billions of dollars. But anyway, my light and lovely people, this is what's going on in our world. There are so many injustices. There are so many alligators in the swamp, so to speak. And they just go on doing business as normal. And if you're not with them, then you're just not with them, and they don't care. And I have appealed to many people in the school system, and all of them give me a little bit of time of day, and then they never answer me back. They never take action. They never tell me what they're doing. So if they want to prove me wrong, they better step up. But anyway, there are systems in place for those of you suffering the same fate, and you can contact there's some organizations in place for people with disabilities, and you can file with them. And there's organizations in place with the U.S. Department of Education that you can report and ask them to investigate. And there are places in your state, your local state, state of Colorado for education. And you can, you know, send them a letter, but be sure you keep track of who you talk to, what dates you talk to, and what conversations took place, and email and document everything, because you're going to need it if you go that route. But I've had it, and I'm calling them out. So anyway, don't ever tell tales where there is no tale to be told. but anyway, so why am I telling you all this? Because it's my personal junk. If you feel so moved, pray that the truth, love, and light will be shown. The scales would be taken off the eyes of the people that regulate these things, and they will see it for what it is and straighten it around. And that all children will be served in love and light, and they will get the education they need and deserve. And they will be able to attend schools where policemen don't stand in the hallway and wait for the firing of the gun to quit before they go in. Because that's where we're at. And that's why you have to be in the love and the light at this time. You have to be solid. No matter what's happening around you, you have to be solid in your connection with God's Spirit or Source, in your connection with the divine. Because the trials are here. They're not coming, they're here. And there's a large amount of them coming. And I'm sure if I could talk to each one of you, you've probably got your own troubles that just seem to be bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Do not focus on them. Focus on the truth, focus on the love, focus on the light. Stay in your center balance. I'm telling you, stay in it. Do not waver. Do not let them get you off your game and tell you, oh, we're just going to do this and it'll be all better. No, it's not. It's not better. So this could happen in anything, any area of your life. Just happens to be, that's the one that's challenging me. Don't let them wear you down. Stay centered, stay balanced, stay in the light. Ask to be shown the way, the truth, the love, the light. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up, a heart, whatever you got. If that makes sense to you, whether you're struggling with the school system with your child, whether you're struggling with a job and injustices there, whether you're struggling with any injustices anywhere in this schmegging world, just know that this system has to break before it will be fixed. And during this time of breaking, it's going to get freaky deaky. Can I get a thumbs up, a smiley face, a frowny face, a heart? Come on, my Facebook family. I see my Instagram family over there hearting away. Mwah. If I didn't have this stuff to deal with, how could I help all of you? I'd be like, if I could walk on water, I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Can't you walk on water? So I appreciate the love. I really do. Remember, the truth, the love, and the light is here. It's in here. If you will, the kingdom of heaven is in here. And anything whoever they are, could do to put you in fear, could be a narcissist. If you have a relationship with a narcissist or a sociopath and they're gaslighting you and triangulating you, make you walk on eggshells, same stuff. Just one person as opposed to a whole bunch. And they are there to test you. They are there to trigger your Akashic record stuff, your past life stuff. This is the time of reckoning. This is the time of quickening. So if you've stayed on for 48 minutes to hear this message, I love each and every one of you. Stay in the light. Ask God's Spirit of Source to show you the way. Ask for the doors to be open. You may not always get justice, but you are taken care of. You are never alone. Do you hear me? You are never alone, ever. God, Spirit, Source loves you. And you are never alone. There is a being of light. If I could turn the camera and show you all, you would see it. But if I turn the camera, the camera usually just picks up the office. It doesn't pick up anything else, but it's standing there. They protect, they shield, they love, they comfort. And they're guiding us. Open your hearts. Open your minds. If you're having a challenge and you're like, Deanna, I just can't do this. I cannot tell you how many people this week that have called me because they're suicidal. I'm thinking, no poo-poo Sherlock. Because there is no love being pumped into the news. You see love in the news? Anybody? Anybody? Do you see TV programs or movies where there's love and things work out? Maybe in the Hallmark ones for Christmas, but that's about it. And so you got to watch what's going in your mind. Because the ambiguous they is feeding us full of fear and negativity everywhere you turn. And if that's not enough, so the gas prices are going up. Cost of living's going up. Nobody's getting paid anymore. I mean, nobody's getting paid more money because the gas prices are going up. So I got a couple comments, got a lot of hearts on Instagram. Thank you for that. One comment over here. One lady says, only darkness and taking of lives. It's scary. Absolutely. Which reminds me, if you do have a deceased loved one that has crossed over because of suicide, they probably haven't crossed over or gone home. They're probably still hanging out in the 3D world. If you need help getting them home, let me know. I do that quite regularly. Debbie says, makes 100% sense. Oh, hang on, Debbie. I'm trying to find your comment here. Don't give up. I dealt with the VA public school system all the way through my daughter's schooling. You are your daughter's voice. It's hard dealing with all the negative out there. Love you. Light to you. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. Big hugs to you. Thank you. And thank you, Dorothy, for all the support. But again, whether you all are sitting here in my office or whether you're seeing me on a recording, just know that at the soul level, we have connected. And as a collected consciousness, we send out prayers, we send out love, we send out light. And that raises the vibration of the planet, which makes ascension much faster, much easier, and a lot less owie. So anyway. All right, lovies. Yes, thank you. Big hugs to you. Thank you. Yes, she says I'm doing great. I don't know about that. I still got my hair, I guess. Didn't pull it all out yet. So please do, jump in there and get your thing. Like I said, if you need a Saturday appointment, I know a lot of people has always said, I got to have Saturday. I got a few Saturday appointments over on the link. So if you go down here on Facebook, I'll post it one more time. There's a link to Calendly, multidimensional cleansing. And then over here on Instagram, it's in the bio. You just click on it. Looks like I've already got, you all better hurry that needs Saturday. I just saw 2 more people sign up while we've been on here. But I carved out times on Wednesday, and I carved out some time even on Saturday so I can get you all in. It'll be on the Zoom platform. It'll look just like this. Have your questions ready. And like I said, it's inexpensive. I made it a price, a very low price, so those of you that are having trouble paying for a regular session could jump right in. And for those of you that are new and you're like, I don't know if I want to work with you yet, I don't know if I trust it, this is your time to jump in. Okay? Anyway, big hugs and kisses. Love to all of you. Let's raise the vibration of this planet. Let's go, go, go. No matter what the darkness says, no matter how gloomy it seems, no matter how much is coming at you, you stay centered, you stay grounded, and you ask your guides to come and help you, and you tell them, I am in the truth, the love, and the light, and I expect your support. I receive your support, and we will go forward, and we will bring the light into this planet no matter what. Do you understand me? Can I get a hallelujah? Woo! Baby, yes, 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 yes. All right, hope to see you soon on a private session. And big hugs to all of you. And please make sure that you get on my emailing list. So big hearts to you, because that's where I send the specials out first. And what doesn't fill up to my emailing list then comes to you all. So if you want to be first and on that leading edge, make sure you do it. All right, we'll see you later. Have a great and wonderful night. Big hugs to everybody.